So it's Monday morning, and some of the craziness will inevitably die down. It's been a tough, emotional week, or not even quite there, but getting close. And I think our community should kind of take a deep breath today. Mondays are sometimes the most loathed day of the week, but in some ways, Mondays are also a beginning. And it's a good thing that we should stop and kind of take a really introspective 360-degree view of what's going on around us. And I say that because, at Middle Ground we had our get-together on Friday, and, I kind of turned the mic over to people, and people expressed some of their concerns, their fears, their thoughts. And a lot of what was coming was, of course, and understandably, particularly from women in the community that wear hijab. They were worried about the backlash. They were worried about, physically being assaulted and such. And we should certainly be very cautious, especially, any sisters that are wearing hijab, headscarf. Obviously, keep your wits about you. But I also wanted to remind us that, we saw, particularly here in the Inland Empire, from the local, community, that we really did have a tremendous amount of support. And that a lot of the vitriol and the negative stuff that's coming out, it's a vocal minority. And I mean both of those words. It's vocal because they're given the mic, they're given the camera, they're given the media attention. We have to remember, right? A lot of these so-called news agencies, they're in the business of making money because they need to put faces in front of the tube to look at advertising. So there's that one part. So they bring people who will bring as much viewership. And they're very vocal. But they are a minority, right? I think we saw here, particularly in the Inland Empire, right? You could say it's sort of the ground zero of all of it. There was a tremendous outpour of support for the Muslim community. And that should give us the confidence to sort of compartmentalize a lot of the negativity. And we should focus on the positive. So it's Monday, mentally, many of us are already kind of either literally or proverbially rolling up our sleeves and going back to work. And we should have that same view of that, this too will pass. And again, the idea is, Allah is the wali alladhina amanu. God is the protector of people of faith. Have faith that things will turn out. And we just have to make sure that in the support that we were given as a community, that we really reciprocate that support during this time and absolutely after, so that we, in our own hearts and in the public domain, solidify that we are sincere in our words and our deeds, and that we don't just worry about and that it's not just about us too, right? I mean, for our, Mexicano, Latino, Hispano neighbors and friends, who are also part of our Muslim community, Trump wants to call them all rapists and deport them and build a wall. They want to demonize the Black Lives Matter movement. Meanwhile, Black people are still being shot just for pulling over for a traffic ticket. So I think, we got to realize that, we're a part of a moment in America right now. We're not the only thing, we're not the only ones being affected by negativity. And we're not the only ones being subjected to really the whims of white fear, right? We're living in an age, in a moment that is being completely pandered to by certain elements within the white community. Not all, but certainly white fear is what is driving all this. That's why they want to demonize Black Lives Matter. That's like they want to, deport all of the Mexicanos, the Latinos from, the Hispanos from America. And of course, now they want to, turn their backs on refugees coming and so on and so forth. And this is all being purposely directed by the whims of white fear. And that's the only reason why somebody like Donald Trump can get elected. And in fact, that's the only thing that's really propping up the GOP. And I'm not advocating Republican versus Democrat. I'm just observing and criticizing what I see coming from the GOP. And they obviously have nothing to offer but pandering to the fears of a certain segment of white America. So hopefully today, Monday, is a new beginning of the week. And, let's kind of compartmentalize and take a 360-degree view. Let's take a deep breath. God is going to get us through this as he's gotten us through so many other things. And I don't know where you are, at least where I'm at. You can kind of see, in the background, it's a beautiful sunny day. And inshallah, I'm going to try to hop on the bike and put a few miles on. Maybe take a pound or two off. I still got some turkey hanging around that needs to go. But inshallah, just think positive thoughts today and live your life full. Keep your wits about you, but live your life full and with meaning, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.